You'll never guess where I am today. Gardners Bay. Pretty fitting, don't you think? This is a lovely place bordering the Huon Valley, and it's renowned for its delicious produce. This 5-year-old market garden spreads over a couple of acres, with 60 different crops of herbs and vegetables on one side and a fruit tree and berry orchard on the other. Hello.
Hey, Hannah.
Oh, thanks so much for having us. It's a partnership between mates, Jim and Phil, who have decades of knowledge in both growing and cooking food. Can we have a little look around?
Yeah, of course.
Come and have a tour.
Yeah. Here we have the potting peas. So once these ones fill out and open them up, my daughter actually really enjoys the surprise of opening up a fresh pea and the bounty within it.
So do I. So delicious. Now, Phil, you've always had a big love for farming, is that right?
Definitely. I started actually my gap year after school. I travelled around Australia and worked on farms. Tasmania was the last place that I managed to come to, and I guess it's been an evolution for me, starting on flower farms and working my way up to where I am now, which is small-scale organic market gardening.
And Jim, has your chef background helped give you different insights into farming and how to farm and what to farm?
One of the things that was helping maybe at the start for Phil was the harvesting side of things and sort of knowing how chefs like things, whether something needed to be washed a certain way or picked a certain way or done a certain size, and byproducts as well, things like parsley roots, being able to say, oh, actually, you know, you can send that to the chefs because they might like it. It's something that you can use to make a cream or things like this. And yeah, being able to have that sort of background and using that to, you know, extend the produce.
Grow anything that grows in southern Tasmania in season, from carrots to beetroots. We have a large berry patch. We grow all the berries. Tasmania is obviously the berry capital. I love the berry patch. It's this time of year when the berries start ripening. They're sweet. Who doesn't love a good berry? Do you want to try some?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
There you go.
Yum.
Yep.
You can't beat it. Which one are we looking at here, Phil?
So these are the Loganberries. We've also got boysenberries, raspberries, blackberries.
Saw some currants over there.
Some currants.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of everything.
In the tunnels, I mean, at the moment we've got cucumbers, tomatoes, we're doing chilies and capsicums, and we're going to trial eggplants this year as well. Yeah, and then we've obviously got the orchard, which is about 4 years old, so it's just starting to put on quite a good yield of fruit. There's apricots through there, blueberries, we've got 2 types of cherries, regular and sour. There's nashi pears, Haskaps.
It is a fairly small space still. It's about an acre of annual vegetables. So we try and do it as intensely as possible, which means we might have a full row of tomatoes, but then we might plant lettuces on the side to keep the ground covered. It also means we get extra production out of a smaller space as well. We've got about 7 restaurants at the moment that we supply to, and we're also doing veggie boxes for the community that pick them up once a week.
It's really quite wonderful to have that sort of connection with the community.
And you've got a very holistic approach to farming, don't you?
It is a holistic approach. So we think about our fertility program not doing damage past the fence lines. We really try and work on soil health. If we can improve the health of the soil, it improves the health of the plants and then the humans who are eating it.
What was the soil like when you first got here?
Well, the original soil was the same as the paths are now. So let's do a little demonstration to see. I'll give you the fork and you can test the original soil, see how far you can get that in.
All right. Well, not very far. Hang on. All right, if I jump, I can get it halfway through.
Okay, now test it in the beds that we grow in.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I was preparing to jump, but I just had to do a little tap and it's gone all the way in.
Yep. So we use things like worm castings, compost that we've made ourselves, helping cycle the nutrients in the soil and keep the structure to the soil for us. if we do put a foliar spray of something out, we'll often check it with a refractometer to see if it's doing something positive or not. If the refractometer goes up after we've sprayed, we know that the plants enjoyed the spray. So Hannah, I noticed we had some rhubarb that was looking really sickly and unhealthy, and I felt like it needed something. As a bit of a trial, we thought we'd do a calcium foliar spray. So when we did the spray, we did half a bed with the spray and half a bed without. So you can see here the ones we didn't do, and have a look at the top of the row that we did spray.
Yeah, I don't need any more convincing. That looks pretty good to me.
Seems like it's done its job, so now we can spray the rest of the row and hopefully it all starts looking like this.
Perfect. I think it's great to have some with and without, just so you get that learning and deep understanding about what is or isn't working.
Absolutely.
So well done.
I love being outside, working outside. I love being physical. I love when you give people a box of food, the appreciation that you get from them as well.
We have the same sort of attitude. What Phil just sort of described there is like being outside and being very physical. That for me is something that I really love. Like originally that was giving people a plate of food. Now it's giving people the fresh vegetables.
It's been great to visit Jim and Phil and get an understanding of their holistic farming methods and how they provide delicious, fresh food to their local community. And as an added bonus, I've got this edible souvenir to take home of these rainbow beetroots.